Well, hello everybody, it's your old mate Dave, and I've come to offer you Christmas greetings. Yes, and a slight change of scene to start with in our living room, in the little corner where we've put the tree. And it's marvellous to have you with us all over the world, and your presence, both with us physically sometimes or over the net, watching on YouTube, looking at the DVDs, is always a comfort to us to know that we're not wasting our time out there with the camera. Anyway, we wish you a season's greetings wherever you are, and it's 2023, it won't be long till it's 24, and then we can have a chat about the year ahead and the year behind us. Meanwhile, I'll go to somewhere slightly quieter because Mandy's going to be emptying the dishwasher soon. Well, it's your old mate Dave back again. Yes, I've safely made it from the lounge to the dining room come library, where we're surrounded by a multitude of cards from our friends, relations and viewers around the world. And it's super to have you with us at this special time of year. How has 2023 been? Well, we'll do a review of the year for the for the New Year's celebrations, but generally speaking, of course, once you get into your 70s, many of our friends are actually in their 80s or approaching them already, and inevitably illness and the end of life is becoming more common amongst our friends and relations, and 2023 has been no exception. So we take a couple of seconds to just contemplate those who were friends, relations, those who were near and dear to us, others we knew through the hobby, and we'll just give a few seconds thought to them. And it's so easy to sort of move on, isn't it, in this fast world. The weather hasn't been particularly friendly the past year. I know a lot of people think that I'm sort of winding down. Well, I'm trying to sort of come down from the punishing schedule of trips around the country and indeed around the world, but not too fast this year. It's been the weather that's, generally speaking, put pay to trips, plus the clashes of events, which I suppose is also inevitable. And what lies for the year ahead? Well, we can have a chat about future plans in our New Year's message. Meanwhile, we've just got to celebrate what we've got. And as they say, you don't know what you've got till it's gone. And obviously that applies to a lot of people around the world in all sorts of perilous situations, whether it be war, insurrection, drought. It's hard to think anywhere's got drought, isn't it, when we're absolutely water laden. Things we've done this year, well, we have had our travels, and I suppose the highlight, which perhaps we'll discuss later on, was the trip to Egypt. Well, perhaps not the highlight, the biggest experience, and it all happened on the back of the terrible events in Gaza, and the Egyptians were whipping up a frenzy amongst their citizens, and they had a day of anger or something. And anyway, cutting a long story short, they were all looking out for Israeli spies, yes. And we had a few cops and robbers chases, jumping in taxis, escaping from the secret police, and eventually we got hauled in by them. And a rather ridiculous sight of all these secret policemen sitting there playing with sort of cartoons on their mobile phones. It was exhilarating, shall we say. And well, one of the main things that happened was earlier in the year, and it was on Mandy's birthday, and we had the Channel 5 documentary team, and they were filming us at home and then down at the hotel near Cannock. And that hasn't made the screens yet. It was supposed to be coming out in the autumn. We now believe it's going to be early in 2024. So watch out for that one in the months ahead. We continue to advertise PMP and the Buses magazine. That's the only one that we actually advertise in now. The truck one was from an outfit called Kelsey and rather let us down, and I just thought, well, I don't really want to deal with people like that anymore. So things change, things move on, and we have been out and about with some lovely trips out. Meanwhile, back at base, Mandy and I are both well, so there we go. We give thanks for that. And our friends and neighbours around us. It's great to have super neighbours, isn't it? And we're lucky. First time really since we lived in Manchester that we've had such good neighbours all around us. Well, what else has been happening? Well, of course, we've had our charities that we support. The Royal Northern College of Music, they celebrated the 50 years since the present building was opened, and that reminds us that at that time I was in a squat in the old college, and that was just before I got together with Mandy. I'd already met Mandy through a cousin in Chiltern-cum-Hardy in Manchester, and then we were to get married in 1974, which any mathematicians out there will know that the coming year we celebrate our 50 years of marriage. And also we must be celebrating something like about 47 years of serving the transport enthusiasts, first with photographs and then models, and later on with DVDs or videos as they were to start with. And we're still hobbing along on that, and there's all sorts of exciting new things on the horizon as things move on, ever onwards, or sometimes backwards a couple of steps. It's a crazy old world we're living in, isn't it? And I'm not going to go into all the ifs and ands and pops and pans. We're here to celebrate the friendship and the fellowship that exists between ourselves and our viewers, and to all the young folk out there, a particular, we shall see what we shall see, because I know they all like that one, and people actually like watching me doing the intros when I'm out on the shoot, particularly at the rallies. So that's always great, and often we've managed to get people, their youngsters along to visit us while we're filming. That's always a pleasure and an honour to meet people. So out and about, yes, we shall be out and about again. We should be going abroad again, and our whole round of filming will include those destinations which we should have covered in 2023, which are going to roll forward into 2024. So meanwhile, on behalf of Mandy and myself, we thank you for watching our YouTube channels, for watching the DVDs, for joining us on Facebook, and wherever you are throughout the world, even if you don't celebrate Christmas as such. I know that it's now a popular holiday in lots and lots of countries. So meanwhile, on behalf of myself and Mandy, who's busy getting the things ready for Christmas dinner tomorrow, yes, it's a long process. It's great to be with you, and we hope that you and your families enjoy good health and have a really good time, a really very Merry Christmas to you all. And yes, it's your old mate Dave Spencer signing off, and on behalf of Mandy and myself, God bless, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye everybody, bye bye.